Don't touch that dial, because coming up next is DC News number 98. It's an all DC Universe edition of DC News. And we're going to be talking about that mysterious woman who was in every first issue of the New 52. Who is she? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Paul Jenkins becoming the exclusive writer on one of the Bat books. Stick around, we'll tell you. Also, we're going to talk about Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn. Big story arc coming up there. We're going to talk about The Ray and why it's getting a creative change. Probably permanently. And we're also going to talk about tap dancing at the New 52. Creators going here, creators going there. Oh, coming right up. Don't go away. Lots of stores can make lots of claims about themselves, but only I can make the claim that nobody has ever paid full price for a new comic here at Alternate Reality. Since 1994, every new comic that's walked out the door has been discounted 15% off. So if you want to save 15% off your new comics, there's only one place to come, and that's Alternate Reality.
DC Comic Book News. Bowen Comic Book Man style. Hey, buffoonery is a style.
We're just too pretty to be truly happy. DC Comic Book News, episode 98, Three Bean Serenade.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
DC News.
DC News! And DC News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my DC comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. Scenic 111th Street is right here, right next to us, right where we're filming. See, there it is. Scenic 111th Street. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. I tell you, you can see the bums dying in the gutters. Anyway.
Hey.
This is an all DCU.
Proudly for their country.
This is an all DCU edition of DC News, and a first story up. We're going to give you the big reveal on that woman who was in all of the first issues of the New 52. The woman in the purple cloak and the purple hood, who was in one panel in every single issue, just standing off to the side, going.
And she popped
like
up in
that.
Flashpoint number 5.
She's the Mope.
And she's at the end of Flashpoint number 5, and of course her name is the Mope.
Her name, DC finally told us what her name is.
She's
Yes.
the Mope.
Her name is Pandora.
Pandora Mope.
Oh, did you open
Now.
her box? Did you open her box?
Yeah, Pandora, New Worlds. Did you open up
What?
Pandora's box
What?
to create this world? And actually, there's a subcategory. It's actually
What? What?
Pandora's box. Okay.
I understand Pandora's
New
box.
DC Universe.
I used to tell
Okay.
the story to a little girl
Okay.
at night before she went to bed.
So,
Pandora's box.
so Pandora's box was open, and what happened?
all the evils in the world
miseries.
escaped.
All the-
And-
Except for one, all the little what were they? Not all the little demons. All the little demons escaped and went throughout the world and caused all the world's woes and problems. But if you looked in the box, in the corner of the box, hiding was the little fairy of hope. Little bright fairy of hope. And that, as long as there's always hope, it doesn't matter how many demons and how much evil there is, because hope is what will get you through.
So you could infer that Pandora is the person who is going to save the New 52 and go back to the old.
Pandora's just the idiot that opened up the box. According to the story, she's just an idiot who opened up the box, who couldn't keep the lid on the box.
Well, you know,
her curiosity got the better of her, and she opened it up.
well, the picture that popped up on the DC Source blog, she's kind of creepy looking. But she's got that hood and the purple.
Well, maybe that's why she wears the hood. I thought she looked an awful lot like Raven, except in a purple outfit.
She looks like a darker purple or
Yeah.
crankier Raven.
Right, you're Raven. Okay. So that's it for that, right?
That's it.
Paul Jenkins! Paul Jenkins will be the sole writer on...
Batman the Dark Knights, beginning with issue number 8.
Oh, good for him. Wasn't Jenkins... oh, never mind.
Well, Jenkins was the...
We did the last DC News we did. We did a story on Paul Jenkins
Yeah,
and
he's
Stormwatch.
taken over Stormwatch for 2 issues. He's actually the co-writer with David Finch
Yeah.
on Batman the Dark Knight. But with 8, he'll be the only writer, which gives Finch a long time to draw the book, which means the book actually has been shipping on time since he's only been focusing on the art.
Yes,
The first solo arc by Jenkins will involve Jim Gordon and Batman and the heat that Gordon's getting for working with Batman, because there are some in Gotham City who are wondering why the police commissioner is working with a guy who more or less should be considered a criminal, and who may have killed the Joker in the pages of Detective Comics and cut his face off.
Is Joker dead?
No, he has no face. He's running around the DC universe with no face.
Well, that must be tough.
It's kind of ugly.
It's kind of ugly.
In fact, it leads into our next story.
Okay. Harley Quinn, the Joker's main squeeze, is going to be in Suicide Squad.
Well, she's already in Suicide Squad.
Well, in an upcoming arc, she's going to be featured.
She will be the main. The arc will be called the Hunt for Harley Quinn, because Harley's been noticing that in Gotham City, the Joker's face has been cut off, and so she's gonna go.
She noticed that, huh?
She's gonna go try to find her couldn't.
What was her first giveaway that his face was cut off? When,
He's
when, she,
walking around
when she looked at him and said, "Hey, your face was cut off."
Yeah, it's basically looking at her going, "Where's this guy with no facial around?" Now the arc is going to tweak her origin a little, and it'll explain why she's got a white skin because that was never explained exactly where Harley Quinn's skin is as white as the Joker's.
Cesar Romero makeup.
No, apparently there's a valid reason for this. Now, but that's the next arc. After that, we'll find out why King Shark has been evolving. I think he's been getting dumber.
More shark-like.
Yeah, more shark-like. We're going to see how Savant came
That's
back to
devolving.
life, even though he got
Devolving.
killed like in the
Thank you.
first issue.
Devolving. Yes.
We're also going to get the histories between El Diablo and the new character Yo-Yo, which apparently everyone on the internet loves.
Yo-yo.
Yes. Yo-Yo,
Like Yo-Yo Man.
His character's name is Yo-Yo, and apparently one of his first lines in the first issue of Suicide Squad was,
I'm just a yo-yo.
Don't worry, a string doesn't come out of my ass. And so from that point on, fans of the internet were like, this guy's kind of cool.
Oh God. Jamal Engel.
Jamal Igle.
Jamal Igle. I'm sorry, Jamal Igle. He has been working on the new Ray series, miniseries,
Yeah.
the new Ray miniseries, and he's having so much fun with that. He's leaving the company.
Yeah, Jamal Igle, he's had a 7-year exclusive with DC. He decided that when the Ray series is over
Yeah.
with, his exclusive is over with.
I'm outta
He's
here.
going to pick up jobs working for other companies.
I'm having
probably-
so much fun. I'm getting the hell out of here.
We got to
probably-
really do something on Marvel's exclusives because I don't understand them at all.
Well, Jamal
If
Igle
you
had.
decide that you're just done, you can walk
But
away
Jamal
from
Igle
your exclusive.
had an exclusive.
I'm done.
because
I don't want to do
his
this anymore.
exclusive ended at the end of December, and
Okay.
then when DC came to him and said, "Would you like to renew it?" He went, "No." And then he's going to be going back probably to Marvel, which is where he started. Now, one of the reasons Igle might be leaving is when the New 52 books came out.
Yes.
He was one of the major creators at DC.
Yes.
It didn't have any work. Yes. So he sort of got the clue. Maybe they don't like me anymore.
Maybe they don't like him.
So, I mean, because he did nothing. He was working on Supergirl. He was turning in the work every month, and then all of a sudden the New 52 started, and he wasn't assigned to any of the books. And the first project he got was this limited series that, is it selling?
What, the Ray?
The Ray?
God, no.
Yeah. So he probably
God,
looked,
no.
he looked around.
It's
he
selling
went,
almost as well as Shade is,
yeah, well,
which is not
it's
at all.
pretty bad. So he looked around. He saw the trees around him. He went, I need to go work somewhere else.
I can take a hint.
I can take a hint. I'll go somewhere where my art talents are actually wanted.
Speaking of the New 52, we have last stories on some creative changes at the New 52.
More dancing.
More dancing. Who's moving to where and what?
Well, Joe Bennett was drawing Deathstroke. He's now going to be drawing Savage Hawkman with number 9. There's also a rumor that Rob Liefeld is going to be taking over the writing and the artwork on Deathstroke.
So he's going to be doing the art on 2 books? How's he
I-
going to, because,
I
or is he
think-
leaving Hawk and Dove?
I think he's going to stick around as Hawk and Dove's writer and leave the book as an artist.
Okay.
And they're going to bring in a new artist to draw Hawk and Dove, which may be a good thing.
How could that be a good thing? Rob Liefeld is one of the best artists in comics. I said that with a straight face.
Joe Bennett, I think, saw that Liefeld was going to come in and
Yes.
write Deathstroke and
Yes.
went, I don't want to work on this book. So he went over to Savage Hawkman, which means Billy Tan,
Yes.
who basically was a pretty good artist, who
Yeah.
stunk up the place on that Batman and the Outsiders thing because nobody wanted Dan DiDio's story. It wasn't
Yeah.
Tan's fault. It was
Yeah.
the story work. He right now has nothing to do.
Dan DiDio is killing on OMAC. He's just killing on OMAC. I
Killing-
said that with a straight face,
He's
too.
killing trees, yes. yes.
I said that with a straight
Dan
face,
DiDio
too.
is killing trees with Omega.
So, that's it. That's all the tap dancing we got. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more DC news. But you can go to the store's website. Check out all the DC news that Bo sends me that I post up there. Where's the store's website at? Tell 'em.
Sarah, tell him. Tell him!
www.morealternatereality.com. It's number 1 with computer illiterates.
So go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
This is Dan DiDio saying, why are you insulting me?
Oh, give me a half hour. Bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.